want to thank the media for being here again this afternoon as we give yet another update in the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. And the numbers, as I've reported before, keep rising. And if you keep your eye on the news report on the TV and you look back an hour or two later, you see the numbers changing every time, and it's really scary. So worldwide, we now have over 1.5 million active cases of coronavirus, COVID-19, with over 93,000 deaths. In the United States, there's now over 430,000 cases been reported, and that's 28.6% of the world total. Now, when I reported numbers just 48 hours ago, we were at 27%. So once again, the thing that scares me about this for our country is that as a percentage of the worldwide number of cases, we continue to grow really at an alarming rate. Now over 16,000 deaths in the United States attributed to the coronavirus. In South Carolina, by the end of the day, I think reports will be out that our numbers are approaching 2,800 cases in South Carolina, and at the rate we're going, unfortunately, we could easily hit 3,000 over the weekend. So once again, the message for our citizens to stay home, to stay distanced, and to stay smart is the way to go. We need to continue to buckle down, and particularly even though the new cases in Charleston County were not that many over the last few days, which is a good sign, there's no question that DHEC and our healthcare professionals predict a continued rise of cases and deaths in Charleston and in South Carolina. And that's why it's so critical for people not to let up their guard, but to remain distanced. And now, per CDC recommendations, if you're going to be within 6 feet of someone, to please consider using a face mask, to stay at home if you can, except for essential goods and services. I want to give a shout out and thanks to so many people, starting with those healthcare professionals that are working on the front line every day, caring for those folks that catch this virus, this contagion, the doctors, the nurses, but even the folks that are working, the healthcare workers of all kinds. They're on the front line. And then our first responders, our police and fire, and Chief Reynolds is here once again to answer any questions we may have in a little bit. But from city services point of view, as we found out during other emergencies like a hurricane, that there are unsung heroes in addition to our police and fire department. There's those environmental services workers. It's a fancy way to express those who are out every day picking up our garbage and our trash. Our public service workers, those frontline city employees and government workers who are out there every day looking out for our citizens and taking care of our services to our city and to our citizens. I want to thank our citizens for doing your part and continue to do so in helping to flatten the curve and keep this virus from growing in this community. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Our business owners who are having such a horrible time. 25,000 hospitality workers estimated to be out of work here in the Charleston area. In the state of South Carolina in the last week, over 85,000 new applications for unemployment. In the United States of America, over the last 3 weeks, over 16.5 million workers have applied for unemployment. Y'all, we haven't seen anything like this since the Great Depression. Luckily, resources are coming to bear from the federal government. As you know, the Congress appropriated over $2 billion to help in relief efforts. It was announced last night or this morning that the Fed is dedicating $2.3 trillion to support the economy. Unemployment has been extended, and round 3 of CARES Act by the Congress should include even more, another proposed $250 billion for small business, and also support of local government like the City of Charleston and other municipalities and counties that were not included in the first couple of rounds of those packages. So not lastly, and certainly not least, I want to shout out, particularly during this Holy Week of Easter and Passover, and even upcoming next month, the holy month of Ramadan in the Muslim faith. I want to shout out to our pastors, rabbis, our houses, our faith, the imams, our mosque, and I would like to call on a couple of leaders. But first, I'd like to read a remark from Judy Corsaro. She's the Chief Executive Officer of the Charleston Jewish Federation, and she sends a statement rather than being here because today actually is the feast day of Passover, and so she is staying in place. I bring warm greetings, this is from Judy Corsaro. I bring warm greetings from the Jewish community. I am not able to be here in person because I'm observing the Passover holiday. I want to extend my heartfelt appreciation to the City of Charleston for their leadership around the COVID-19 pandemic, and to all of our first responders and healthcare professionals. Pikosh Nefesh, saving a life, describes the principle in Jewish law that the preservation of human life overrides virtually any other religious rule. This guided our moral directive for all our synagogues, institutions, and organizations to promote social and physical distancing by continuing our work remotely and virtually. While I represent the Charleston Jewish Federation, our organization works on behalf of the entire Jewish community, and working together with our rabbis and community leadership, our mandate has been safeguarding the safety and well-being of our community members. Passover is a holiday that we share the story of the Jews' deliverance from the slavery in Egypt. This year at our virtual Seders, this story will be a powerful reminder of the resiliency of humankind. We must act as one community, working together to do everything in our power to keep all our citizens safe. Together, we will get through this very challenging time together. Respectfully submitted, Judy Corsaro of the Charleston Jewish Federation. And like the Jewish Federation, I must say that all of our houses of faith in the city and in the region now have gladly responded by having services virtually and keeping their congregation safe and ministering to them as well. So next, I'd like to call on Imam Boris El-Idrisi of the Islamic Council of Charleston for a few remarks, and then following him will be the Reverend Dr. Crystal Sears, who's the senior pastor at Greater Luke AME Church. Imam El-Idrisi.
Good afternoon. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam taslima. Assalamu alaikum. May peace and blessing of Allah be with you. And I hope and pray that everyone is coping with this coronavirus. Our mosque, the Islamic Council of Charleston, is closed, as we know, for the reason of the coronavirus, and will remain closed until the corona is all over, inshallah. Many mosques are temporarily closed for all the activities, including the daily 5-time prayers, the Friday congregational prayer. There is also the month of Ramadan that is close to us, and it's going to be on the 24th of April. Now, the month of Ramadan is a month where Muslims fast, and the mosques will be closed if the corona keeps going. So, with the new technology that we have, we reach our congregation through the new technology. Only God knows, but if the corona continues through Ramadan, we will need to continue social distinction, okay? And with the help of the technology, we will bring us together again. Okay. Coronavirus, okay, came to remind us, okay, that the world is full of trials and tribulations. God, glory to Him Most High, tells us in the Holy Quran, "Be sure we shall test you with some fears and some hunger, some loss of goods and some loss of fruit, but give glad tidings to those who are patient." Okay. Now, if we reflect in this Quranic verse, we will find out that the corona right now, there is a test, okay, from the corona. Now, who are the patient one? And the Holy Quran continues to tell us that those who only are patient, that's the one who will be relied on. We, the citizens of the holy city of Charleston, okay, and all mankind, are embarking in a long journey, uncertain journey, okay? But with the grace of God, okay, we will land safely at the end. So, may God help us to persist and be patient with this corona. May God help us and protect us all. And may God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Tecklenburg. You are a blessing to the city of Charleston. I would like to pause and express my gratitude and our gratitude for those in law enforcement, for city officials, and for the healthcare providers, and for the media that keeps us informed and keep us safe. The Lord bless you all. This week in the Christian faith is Passion Week. It's the week we recognize the journey of Jesus from the triumphal entry to the Last Supper, to the betrayal by a friend, to the death on the cross, the grave, and to his resurrection. And although we attempt to identify the suffering and the passion of Christ, we acknowledge that we do it in hope. Because for us, he lives. It is our hope in Jesus Christ that causes us to persevere through these arduous seasons, through this arduous time, to be resilient in these uncertain times, and to hope in the midst of despair. We hope, because hope is more contagious than any coronavirus. It permeates and it penetrates masks and gloves to the hearts of the people. There is hope, and there is hope available to you. And no matter what we're going through, we live and serve in hope. The church's doors are closed, but the church still lives. The church has never been its building. It's always been its people. We must stay connected through technology and innovative ways to worship, whether that's telecommunication, video conferencing, social media, virtual worship, or even the creative drive-up parking lot worship. There may be a state of emergency in the city, the state, the country, and really for all humanity, but we can still gather together by the thousands, not hand to hand, but heart to heart. Charleston, the holy city, be encouraged in hope. For the greater good and for the health of our people, we cannot assemble together in the church building, but we can still link together in hope. Connect to your local congregations, and if you don't have one, we invite you to connect at Greater St. Luke AME Church. Every day, we have opportunities for you to connect so that you don't feel alone in this season. We do this through encouraging words 3 times a week, Bible study, moments of prayer, and worship. You can go to greaterstlukeame.church to connect. We thank Mayor Tecklenburg and First Lady Tecklenburg for even taking a moment out one Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. to inspire hope on our conference call. We are better together, even if it's in spirit. This Friday, we call Good Friday, the day we recognize Jesus' crucifixion and death on the cross. Tomorrow, April 10th at 11 a.m., we ask for all believers to stop where you are and pray. Wherever you are, just to pray. At 11:06 on social media, Bishop Samuel Lawrence Green Sr., the presiding bishop of the AME Church in South Carolina, has gathered faith leaders from all denominations in the Protestant faith and from the Roman Catholic Church in an ecumenical effort to pray for health, pray for families, pray for the economy and leadership. We invite you to join us and connect in hope. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Imam and Reverend Sears, for that message of hope. Despite this coronavirus pandemic and this holy season, it is a time of hope. It's also a time of opportunities. And in our healthcare profession, it's a time for collaboration. And that is occurring here in Charleston, with all our major medical providers collaborating and talking and providing resources amongst each other. It's a time for opportunity to improve our public health system so that when we begin in a measured way to step out of this, that we have the necessary testing and monitoring and contact tracing so that we can begin to emerge from this period of social distancing and staying at home. And in this Holy Week, it's a time for family to get together and think about our priorities in life. Number one, maybe being our health that's so in front of us today with the virus. Not just our physical health, but our mental and our spiritual health. A time for family. It's a time for helping one another, not just this weekend, but throughout. And yes, there are many volunteer opportunities in our community. Even though we distance, we can help one another. It's time to donate some resources. You may have seen a wonderful commitment from a local family to put forth a match of $500,000 to the Coastal Community Fund, a match that will last for the next 2 weeks. That if folks will go to coastalcommunityfoundation.org, they can double their money with a contribution to various nonprofits in our area that are helping out those in need during this crisis. And finally, if you've run out of other things to do, I did want to just add a plug for the 2020 census. You know, that started April 1, and I've seen already that the numbers in Charleston are a little behind the national average for responding to the census. Not far behind, but a bit behind. So I know everybody might be having it on their desk, that piece of paper you got in the mail. Go ahead and go online and respond. It only takes about 10 minutes. I did it myself last weekend. It's very painless. We want to make sure that everybody in Charleston gets counted. So once again, a time of conflicting themes of staying apart from one another, but yet coming together.